this fire, but we do know that it originated at the 81-200 block of Liberty Lane in Hermiston. Let's go ahead and show you some of those level 3 go now evacuations. It's along and east of US 395, along and north of Klaus Road, along and to the west of Alpine Drive and County 1263 Road, to the south of County 1268 Road, and to the south of Binzel Road. This also includes Charlestown, Bertrand Street, and 3rd Street East. If that rings a bell to you, if that's your address, you got to go now. It is mandated by law, and your life could be in jeopardy. You got to take this situation seriously. And the fire being driven by the winds, only gusting up around 15 to 20 miles per hour in Hermiston right now. But that's all it takes, especially given how dry it is. Relative humidity, remember when these values drop below 20 to 25%, we would classify that as very dry. It certainly is very dry in the basin right now. A little saving grace, there are showers coming in from the south. Maybe some of those could fall over the fire perimeter. That would certainly help out with the situation. But that being said, it is a first alert weather day for the rest of the evening for all lower elevations of south central Washington and northeastern Oregon, as we could have additional fires starting and spreading quickly. For tonight, 40s and 50s for lower elevations. Could have some hazy skies in Umatilla, Walla Walla, and Morrow counties. That could continue into Saturday and Sunday. Thankfully, high temperatures not going to be too unbearable, but we have another fire predicament for Monday. Once again, fires could start or spread quickly. I'll tell you more about that coming up a little bit later in the show.
All right, Josh, staying on the fire watch, firefighters spent part of the morning battling a brush fire in the Findlay area off Meals Road. It scorched dozens of acres before crews could get it under control. Take a look. It actually started as 2 fires, but strong winds helped it grow into one larger burn. Benton County Fire District 1 Deputy Fire Chief Ryan Nichols says the location was away from homes, so that meant no evacuations were needed. But with windy conditions continuing this week, crews are urging everyone to stay alert.
If an individual sees something, please say something. The last thing that we want is a fire to start and continue to grow without being reported to the 911 system because an individual assumes that someone else called it in.
Nichols says originally they thought the fire was about 15 acres, but when they got there, they estimated it to be around 40. No word yet on what caused the fire. That is still under investigation. Thankfully, no reports of anyone hurt. Following up now on the Red Bridge fire, it is still active in Kittitas County. The fire started Monday and has burned more than 53 acres so far, but it is now 90% contained. We're told 2 structures have been damaged and that evacuations that were in effect have now been canceled. The area continues to be monitored for any hotspots. As for the Rowena fire in the Columbia River Gorge, officials say there is little growth there as crews continue to battle it. The fire has already burned more than 3,800 acres with 0 containment. But that could change as more data is gathered. So far, 49 homes have been destroyed. No reports of any deaths. Highway 30 is closed between Rowena and milepost 82, while level 1, 2, and 3 evacuations are still in effect. There is a community meeting that's happening tonight at 7 o'clock at the Dalles High School auditorium. There, residents will get the very latest fire update. On the crime alert now, a multi-agency collaborative effort in the Tri-Cities led to the arrest of a homicide suspect out of Pierce County. The Richland Police Department says they got a tip from Kennewick Police. 26-year-old Carly Ely was in the 1900 block of Jadwin Avenue when Richland Police say she was taken into custody. She was booked into the Benton County Jail on a warrant for first-degree manslaughter. Fentanyl continues to be a growing concern in the Tri-Cities and in Kennewick especially. Police say they're seeing it more often. According to the Kennewick Police Department, opioid use has been steadily increasing over the last few years, impacting many in the community struggling with addiction. But one drug in particular stands out: fentanyl. Officers say it often appears in the form of small blue pills, sometimes rainbow colored, with an M and 30 stamped on them. There's also a powder form that's usually white. One common place it shows up: city parks. That's why KPD has stepped up nighttime patrols in those areas, and they're urging you, if you see anything that looks like fentanyl, do not touch it. Call police immediately.
We do run into this a lot, right? Some people that will drop their narcotics by mistake and leave it in the general public for someone else to come across. So just be very aware if you do see something that matches that type of description. Give us a call immediately and we have a proper way to dispose of that.
KPD says all of their officers carry Narcan just in case they need to respond to an overdose while out in the field. Switching gears now, the Yakima State Fair Park is announcing multiple multi-million-dollar projects and renovations to its center this year. One of them being their RV campground that is getting more than 100 new spots and new amenities like 50-amp power, water, sewer, and a fully renovated ADA-compliant shower and restroom facility, which is currently serving as a nightly rental. Another renovation is some of the roofing to the livestock barns. One of the most notable makeovers, though, is the transformation of its racetrack, bringing a whole new type of racing to the region called sprint boat racing.
We now have the Talladega of our sport. This track is going to be fast. If anybody wants to see these boats go wide open, this is the track to go to. And of course, with wide open boats goes big crashes and a lot of speed. Adrenaline is the #1 thing with our sport. We'll pull 8.5 G's in the corner. This boat will push 700 gallons a second out the pump with the throttle down. And there's, 7, 8 boats at least that can keep with this thing. And it's going to be a race.
Sounds pretty intense, doesn't it? Well, the sprint boat racing is August 16th through the 17th. With more people moving to the Tri-Cities and the hot weather kicking in, it might seem tempting to cool off in one of the local canals, but officials say do not do it. The Kennewick Irrigation District is warning everyone swimming in the canals isn't just dangerous, it's irresponsible. The water in the system is used to irrigate parts of Kennewick, Findlay, and South Richland. It is raw Yakima River water that is treated with chemicals to help prevent algae. But the bigger danger, they say, the speed and force of the current. Officials say objects and people can be swept away in seconds.
They did a study one time where they dropped a shoe in the canal. Within 30 seconds, it was already a quarter mile away. So we want people to be aware of that the water is dark.
Oh, wow. Well, the district says they do try to educate people they find swimming in the canal, but ultimately they just want everyone to stay safe. Dive into summer as the Pasco Memorial Aquatic Park is set to open to swimmers tomorrow. The hours will be from 1 in the afternoon until 5:45. Cost of admission for kids 18 and younger, along with seniors over the age of 54, is set at $5. Adult entry is $7. The city of Sunnyside is also making a splash this weekend as well, as their community pool is also set to open to the public this Saturday with 2 different swim sessions. The first 100 kids will be able to get in for free. We have more details on that on AppleValleyNewsNow.com. Coming up next on Apple Valley News Now, special edition, tensions in the Middle East are rising as Iran retaliates against Israel. The latest updates and how the conflict is being felt in the U.S. Plus, Josh is coming back with a look at your full first alert forecast as we leave you with this beautiful picture here from Yakima. We'll be right back.
Why choose between power and efficiency? With a 2025 Honda Civic Hybrid and CR-V Hybrid from McCurley Honda, you get the best of both. Smooth performance meets outstanding fuel savings, perfect for every drive, whether city streets or highways. Plus, take advantage of incredible offers on our entire lineup of vehicles during our summer sales event. Feel the thrill and save at the pump with your new Honda from McCurley Honda. Your way home.
Did you know Astria Health has the only team of neurosurgeons in the Lower Valley? Patients no longer need to travel long distances to receive the spine care they need. Patients with spinal tumors, stenosis, herniated or degenerative disc diseases, spine trauma, fractures, or spinal cord injury can be seen by an Astria neurosurgeon in Prosser, Sunnyside, or Zillah. Ask your primary care provider for a referral to one of our neurosurgeons. Astria Health, exceptional rural health care close to home.
When uncertainty falls upon your freedom, you need an unwavering champion. We're dedicated to not just tipping the scales in your favor, but also delivering an unwavering and relentless defense. With over 5 decades of experience, we'll fiercely defend your freedom and secure the most favorable outcome. Your best defense, Quantum Legal.
Summer's almost here, and so is your next Subaru. The countdown to summer sales event is on at McCurley Subaru of Yakima, and the time is running out to lock in today's prices before potential market changes hit. Get ready for sunshine, road trips, and serious summer savings, like on a new 2025 Subaru Forester today for only $344 a month. Summer's coming fast. Lock in your deal today. McCurley Subaru of Yakima, your way home.
Lights, music, magic. At Giza Powerhouse Theater in Walla Walla, the stage comes alive with electrifying concerts, Broadway-style productions, side-splitting comedy, and unforgettable performances. This isn't just a theater. It's a destination for world-class entertainment in Eastern Washington. From the moment the curtain rises, you'll be swept into the extraordinary. Don't miss your chance to experience it all. Get your tickets now online. Giza Powerhouse Theater, where every show is a showstopper.
Register today. Register your team for $140. Ends midnight Tuesday, June 24th.
Welcome back, everybody. DBAT Baseball and the Tri-City Dust Devils welcomed some special guests for an afternoon of baseball fun today. Take a look. More than 160 kids attended a free camp to brush up on all aspects of their baseball skills. They will also have the chance to go to a Dust Devils game and take home a wiffle ball set. DBAT Columbia Basin Assistant General Manager Braden Henry says the camp is a chance for kids to practice the sport alongside Dust Devils staff, people the kids really look up to.
I just love to see them develop. I mean, kids from year to year, they come to either this camp or our summer camps. Just hearing how much better they're getting from year to year, more opportunities that they're having with their own teams or in their little leagues. It's really fun to see kids grow as they get older.
Henry says DBAT is planning to continue its partnership with the Dust Devils and host the camp again next year. If you missed this camp, there's plenty more camps this summer, they say. Around the world now, Israel says its unprecedented strikes on Iran may not be over, and Iran begins counterstrikes. Karen Kaifa has the very latest developments and White House reaction.
After Israel launched an unprecedented attack on Iran, blasts in Tel Aviv and Jerusalem Friday night, and the Israel Defense Forces said they had identified incoming missiles launched from Iran toward Israel. Iran said via state media Friday night that its retaliation had begun, but observers of the region say the potential for full-scale conflict depends upon their capability to sustain it.
If they actually have the capacity left to be able to respond. I think they have been taken completely by surprise.
Israel launched its first strikes just before sunrise in Iran on Friday. The operation, Israel said, was aimed at stopping Tehran's progress toward developing nuclear weapons, progress Israel sees as a threat. The attacks killed some of Iran's top military leaders and nuclear scientists and struck some of its nuclear facilities. President Trump said on social media Friday that Iran should agree to a nuclear deal, quote, before there is nothing left. One expert says if the intent is to pressure Iran to the negotiating table, it may have the opposite effect.
If it doesn't respond, it loses all credibility, it will be weak, and the Israelis are not going to stop. And so Iran is bound to retaliate, and then President Trump is going to be in a very difficult position managing an escalation.
The Middle East tension sent crude oil prices soaring on Friday, and airline stocks dropped as a number of major global carriers, including Emirates, Lufthansa, and Air France, suspended flights to and from locations in the region. In Washington, I'm Karen Kaifa.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth.
We are still tracking level 3 go now evacuations in Hermiston. So a quick little crash course of that along and to the east of US Highway 395, along and north of Klaus Road, along into the west of County Road 1263 Alpine Drive, along into the south of County Road 1268. This includes Sagebrush Road and also Charlestown. So any of those locations, if they ring a bell, if you reside there, you have to leave right now. It is mandated by law. If we see any updates to this, of course, we'll pass that along. And we could see additional fires starting and spreading for the rest of the evening for all lower elevations of south central Washington and northeastern Oregon, as we're seeing strong wind gusts and that combination of dry air and dry vegetation. Here's some of the peak wind gusts we're expecting for the rest of the evening, up around 50 miles per hour in the Kittitas Valley, 35 miles per hour for the Morrow County foothills and the lower Columbia Basin. Otherwise, for tonight, we should have mostly clear skies. There could be a few showers in the Blue Mountains, also for the Blue Foothills. Also, maybe some hazy skies in portions of Morrow, Umatilla, and Walla Walla counties. Overnight low is going to be down into the 40s and 50s for lower elevations, 30s and 40s up in the mountains. Then for tomorrow, mostly sunny, but once again, we could see some of that haze in Morrow, Umatilla, and Walla Walla counties. Should be a dry day, and high temperatures should be normal, very normal for this time of the year. 70s and 80s for lower elevations, 60s and 70s up in the mountains. For Monday, another first alert weather day for the same combination of ingredients for the lower elevations of south central Washington and northeastern Oregon. Dry air, dry vegetation, and some stronger wind gusts, especially in the Kittitas Valley. You can see some of those peak gusts around 45 miles per hour, 30 miles per hour for the lower Columbia Basin, 40 miles per hour for the Morrow County foothills. So we could find ourselves in the exact same situation. Rain chances going to stay pretty limited over the next 7 days. Could have some decent shower chances up in the Cascades, but it's looking like we're not going to squeeze much rainfall out of that storm system at all. So that's not good. We're not expecting an atmospheric river around this time of the year, but it certainly would be nice to have a few more shower chances. High temperatures staying mostly seasonal over the next 7 days. It looks like we have a little bump as we head into Sunday and Monday. Could be about 5 to 10 degrees warmer than normal by Monday, but after that, trending back down to mostly seasonal stuff. Hey, we'll take this as opposed to the 103, 104 we were seeing at the beginning of this week. Okay, here's the 7-day forecast for the Tri-Cities. Like I just mentioned, around 90 for Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday, back into the mid-80s for Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. And we do have that first alert weather day for the rest of this evening. And then for Monday, because of the potential for fires to start and spread quickly, we could have additional first alert weather days for the rest of next week because of the same combination of ingredients. In the Yakima Valley, highs also surging to around 90 for Monday. They back off after that, and some breezy conditions that could promote fires to start or spread quickly. Going to be very windy in the Kittitas Valley per usual, as high temperatures there, or excuse me, wind gusts there, going to be up around 40 to 50 miles per hour, and high temperatures going to peak around 85 for Sunday and Monday, and then cooling off after that. But the winds do not back off. In Hermiston, again, level 3, go now evacuations right now in those areas we talked about at the beginning of this weather hit, and we could have additional fires starting or spreading quickly by the time we get to Monday. Finally, for Walla Walla, oh, by the way, for Hermiston, could be hazy for the next 7 days. We could also see that the same haze in Walla Walla for the next 7 days because of some of those fires that are burning off to our west, the Ferry Fire, the Rowena Fire, and if we have any additional fires, that could certainly add to that situation.
Oh my goodness, I hope not. I was really hoping that you were going to tell us that there was a good chance of rain in the forecast. Firefighters need a little help here, huh?
I would love to lie to y'all and say, oh yeah, temperatures are going down and rain chances are going up, and relative humidity is going up, but that would be a lie. It's just not that time of the year, unfortunately.
Right. All right. Everybody stay fire safe out there. Coming up next on Apple Valley News Now, we are turning our spotlight onto some award recipients serving Benton County. Don't go anywhere.
Aren't you just a spoonful of sugar?
Young Sheldon, tonight at 11:05. Apple Valley News Now.
Summer's almost here, and so is your next Subaru. The countdown to summer sales event is on at McCurley Subaru of Yakima, and the time is running out to lock in today's prices before potential market changes hit. Get ready for sunshine, road trips, and serious summer savings, like on a new 2025 Subaru Forester today for only $344 a month. Summer's coming fast. Lock in your deal today. McCurley Subaru of Yakima, your way home.
Life. It's a crazy thing when you think about it. It's either about making memories or remembering those moments that matter most. Broadmoor RV has been serving families and its community in the Pacific Northwest for over 20 years. From travel trailers to toy haulers, truck campers, motorhomes, and fifth wheels, we have what you need to start creating memories with the ones you love. So get out there and make those memories last a lifetime. Broadmoor RV. We make camping fun.
Have you heard about refractive lens exchange? K2 Vision RLE means no glasses, no contacts, and no readers permanently. And you'll never develop a cataract.
No glasses or readers. K2 Vision RLE. It's time to lose your generic weather app. Scan this QR code to download the Apple Valley News Now First Alert Weather app. It's the app you need from the team you trust.
The Apple Valley News Now First Alert Weather app, only from Apple Valley News Now, on your side.
Right now at US Cellular, you can get 4 free phones plus 4 lines for $90.
Hey, we're tired of having the wool pulled over our eyes with these hidden requirements. What aren't we seeing?
Yeah. Do we get our choice of free phones?
Yep, you get the latest phones.
I bet we have to trade in our old phones, though.
Nope, sure don't.
Wow.
High five. Almost. Higher.
Yes.
Nope.
Get 4 phones plus 4 lines for $90 with no trade-in. And we'll pay off your current contract when you switch. US Cellular, built for us.
Expand your access to library services with the Great Rivers Library Partnership. Get a library card at the following participating libraries. Get your Mid-Columbia Libraries card and unlock access to over 350,000 books across 12 locations. High-quality programs like author visits, performers, and special events, and more. Plus, no late fines. Visit a Mid-Columbia Libraries branch near you for more information, or visit midcolumbialibraries.org/reciprocal.
June 27th is Mariner Moose Night with the Walla Walla Suites, and we're giving away tickets. Enter on our mobile app or on the contest page at applevalleynewsnow.com. 5 winners each get 4 tickets to Mariner Moose Night with the Walla Walla Suites, June 27th. Be there.
Time for the spotlight. The Benton County Sheriff's Office held their annual award ceremony this week, and there were 4 recipients acknowledged for their 20 years of service. Some of the honorees include the Deputy of the Year, Deputy Michael Clossy, and Detective Tiffany Bowen received Detective of the Year. Have an idea for the spotlight? Just send Austin an email, his address right there on your screen. We'll be right back.
Early warnings, accurate forecasts.
Apple Valley News Now First Alert Weather.
From Apple Valley News Now, this is Medically Speaking.
The Pacific Clinic is a health, sports, and medical campus where we feel like we're a one-stop shop. Primary care is everything that you do here at the Pacific Clinic. We really focus on preemptive care. And what that means to us is going out and playing tennis and working on that proprioception, that balance, that social aspect, flexibility, all those things.
Living an active lifestyle is extremely important to our health. Research shows that just by incorporating exercise into our daily lives, we can reduce our risk of cardiovascular disease by 50%. So cutting your risk in half is amazing. And just by incorporating regular exercise, we add years to our life.
Stress is the primary reason why living an active lifestyle is so important, because it reduces stress. Stress brings on anxiety, depression, all of the things that we don't want to feel.
So there's some really good benefits to cold therapy, specifically with regards to neurotransmitters. What's important about those neurotransmitters is when they go up, it improves your mood. And so it's become a really good treatment option for depression. And as far as the hot therapy, things like a sauna are really good at preventing cardiovascular disease, Alzheimer's disease, and even some respiratory diseases. I would recommend that folks take advantage of all the services we have to offer here at the clinic. You can make significant strides toward improving your health by utilizing all that we have to offer.
Meet the Moore family. They switched from cable internet to Ziply Fiber and got so much more. Mr. Moore got more upload speed for next-level gaming and live streaming to the masses. Mason Moore got even more done for his sneaker business, quickly uploading HD product demos and video conferencing without freezing.
Brad, you're on mute.
And now that her family doesn't need her for tech support, Mrs. Moore has more time to stream games into overtime.
Let's go!
Get more of what you love by switching to Ziply Fiber for $65 less per month than cable at ziplyfiber.com.
Okay, y'all, we got 10 orders coming in.
Starting a business is never easy, but starting at 8 months pregnant, that's a different story. I couldn't slow down. We were starting a business from the ground up. People were showing up left and right, and so did our business needs. The Chase e-card made it easy. When you go for something big like this, your kids see that, and they believe they can do the same.
Earn unlimited 1.5% cash back on every purchase with the Chase Inc. Business Unlimited card from Chase for Business. Make more of what's yours.
When Josh Colbert nails the high temp, we add $25 to the 3-degree guarantee jackpot. He's on a hot streak and the prize is over $1,000. So enter at AppleValleyNewsNow.com, then watch Josh on Good Morning Northwest. It's all from Legends Casino Hotel. Want to revolutionize your career in digital advertising? Then join our team at Apple Valley News Now. We're looking for people passionate about helping local businesses thrive in today's evolving market. Check us out now at morganmurphymedia.com/current-openings.
Continuing to follow breaking news this afternoon, this is the Liberty Fire. It is in the area of Liberty Lane near Hermiston, and there are level 3 go now evacuations in place. Roads around the area are also being closed down. We want to check back in with Josh for the latest on all this because you've been following this very closely.
Yeah, we still have those, like you mentioned, the level 3 evacuations in place in Hermiston. Let's go ahead and take a look at this crash course here, but along into the east of US 395, along and north of Class Road, along into the west of County Road 1236 and Alpine Drive, along into the south of County Road 1268 and Denzel Road. This includes Sagebrush Road and Charlestown. So in those areas, it is mandated by law that you have to leave the premises. If we have updates on that, of course, we'll be sure to pass that along. The rest of this evening, first alert weather day, first alert weather evening, because of the winds, the dry air, and the dry vegetation. Otherwise, temperatures in the 40s and 50s for tonight. Could be a little bit hazy in Walla Walla, Morrow, and Umatilla counties. We could have more of the same haze for Father's Day weekend. But other than that, a nice weekend with decent normal temperatures for this time of the year, 70s and 80s. But then unfortunately, when the weekend ends, the fun ends, as we have another first alert weather day on Monday for the same combination of ingredients. Once again, fires could start or spread quickly.
My gosh, it has just been hot and dry and windy. It has been, you know, a perfect disaster right there.
'Tis the season, as they say.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. Well, before we leave you this evening, we wanted to give you a reason to smile. Let's take a look at our viewer photo here. Josh?
Yeah, thank you so much to Jean Harp. The beautiful day at Leslie Grove Park. Look at that. Those are good. I know spring's about to end, but those are some good spring vibes.
Yeah.
The blooms, the green, the blue. It's what we love to see.
I know. Summer's right around the corner now,
Yeah.
the 20th, right?
Yes. What happened to spring? Where'd it go?
I don't know. There it was. There it went.
Yeah.